Welcome back to my channel. My name is Yeva and I'm here to debunk 100 biggest mindset mistakes in trading, business and life. I am certified life coach and I started with trading 2 years ago, and I realized that those two things are highly correlated, connected, and I found my way how to coach my clients with the mindset while they learned trading too. And right now I'm here to debunk some mistakes so you guys don't do that if you're into trading, if you want to start trading or you're building business, because trust me, life, business and trading, they're all connected. They have similar patterns that you can avoid. So let's go. I have a list of 100 mistakes here. I don't know which one I'll pick, just random number, and let's get into it. So I choose number, let's say 29 today, and number 29 is trading news without understanding volatility. So this is really, really important that you know what news there are on the markets, right? And how volatile they are and how risky they are. And how you can know about this is very simple. You just go to forexfactory.com and you will see all the news of the day. If there is a yellow envelope, it means it's low risk. If it's orange, it's medium risk. And if it's red envelope, it's high risk news. Which means that if you're new or you don't tolerate risk much, and you are not willing to lose your money just in case, don't trade on those hours. It will tell you specifically the hour, like let's say 2:30 p.m. that Donald Trump is speaking. Don't go into trade if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know what that means and how fundamentals are working in trading, right? So this is the biggest mistake also for new people and beginners when they don't know, or they're like, I'm fine with the risk, it's fine. And they go in the market and they're expecting to earn a lot of money because the risk is so high, but they end up getting liquidated, and that's it. Their trading career is over until they have more cash flow to put in. So yeah, when you don't know about the news, when you don't tolerate risk, when you have small capital, don't trade on news hours, and always in the morning before you go in the markets, check forexfactory.com. So this is very important and very good one for the beginners, of course, who are more longer in the trading. They already know this, and most of the professional traders, they avoid these times of news when there's volatilities like that. Very good one. Let's go into next one. Let's say number 79. 79 is avoiding solitude. Okay, so this one is more about life mindset, and in general for trading it works as well for business. So solitude, I think it's the most difficult time in your life, but everyone should go through it. Why? Because there is a period of time when you are living your old life and suddenly your old friends or your old surroundings, they don't match you anymore, right? Because you're growing in the new person. And when you are surrounded with the wrong people, you're still influenced by bad habits, by negative mentality, negative energy. So, and you come into this point where you will rather be alone than with those old people. They don't match you anymore. But you're not there yet where there are successful people, where there are new partnerships, where there are people on your vibration, and you're in this in-between period where you're learning, where you are healing, when you are basically alone. It can take even years, and you start to think, how long am I gonna be alone? How long this period will last? And it lasts as long as you become ready, and when you come out of solitude, you attract people that match you, that you attract people who are your people, and you go to the next level. And I think solitude is super, super important to get to know yourself, to understand who you are as a person, even as a trader. Like when you're trading and you're alone and you're working with your emotions, you're working with your traumas and everything, you have to sit with it and do it alone. Like this, only you will find your self-awareness, mindfulness. You will know exactly what you want in life, what you don't want, and it doesn't matter what happens in your life. Like, even, I would say, even if you come out of the relationship, the best period to get to know yourself is staying by yourself and being alone. And people in general, they correlate being alone with being lonely, but being alone and being in solitude is completely different things, because when you're lonely, it means you're attached to something, you're attached to other person or some feelings before. And many times what people do when they come out of a relationship, they just jump into the next relationship without being alone and understanding what do they actually want. Without healing, they just jump from one relationship to another, and the same from one group of friends to another friends without being alone. So for me, being alone is the most important period of your life, where you will get to know yourself, and you will attract then the right people, the right new partner, the right new business opportunities. And if you're trading and you're doing alone, you will start being profitable later on when you understand yourself. So please, if you are in this period where you're alone in solitude, don't give up. Just don't give up. You will get everything you're dreaming of. Right now is just the period where you have to be alone to work on yourself. And after that, you're like in this cocoon right now. And after that, you will become a butterfly, for sure. Just don't give up. And if you are alone but you're feeling lonely, turn it into positive. Find something that you can become better. Learn new skills, build business, use this time for you until you're ready for your next chapter. All right? So I love this one. I've been in solitude for good 2 years actually, and it was one of the best period of times for me to understand who I am. And it grounded me, it made me wiser, it made me calmer, more peaceful and everything. So it's really good period to be in. Very good. And the last of today, let's go to number 51, let's say. 51 is avoiding boring consistency. So yeah, this is for trading, it's for business, it's for life. When we start something in life, normally, even if it's trading, if it's anything, we are, first of all, very excited about that thing, right? So we are full of motivation. We cannot wake up every day to go trade, to go do the business, to create more reels or whatever it is. And you're just so excited and fulfilled because you started something new. And then after some time, this excitement wears off because you start seeing the real colors of the business, the real colors of trading, how difficult it can be. You start seeing the real colors of what you're going through. And this is the period where most of the people want to give up because it becomes just boring and we don't have this high emotions and our, dopamine and everything is just low. And we're like, why am I doing this? It's really boring. And in this boring stage, most of the people give up because they're like, nah, it's not for me. It's not giving me the feeling. But to be honest, you just have to push through. You just have to continue through this boring stage because this is the stage that actually builds your character. This is the stage where you can build the actual stable foundation for whatever you're building. And after this, you will start growing because you will have this stability under your feet, right? So the same with the trading. When people start trading, they're so excited because now they will learn new skills. They heard that they can make money from this, and yay, let's go. And they make some good trades first times, and they saw that, oh my gosh, 200 euros, it's not so difficult to make in trading, right? And they're super excited. However, they start hitting stop losses, they start hitting losing trades, and it becomes boring because now you actually have to work on yourself. Now you have to learn the skills, and it's really, really not that exciting, right? Especially for someone who is not into like more, I don't know, like numbers game, I would say. It becomes boring. But if you go through this boring stage of learning, if you go through this boring stage of understanding your emotion, you will start becoming profitable trader. And this is where it will becomes exciting, but most of the time just becomes peaceful. You just know that you went through this and you did it, and now you're making real money out of this. So for anyone who is into trading or building business, or in general in life, when you're in the boring stage of your life, just take boring as peace, you know? Sometimes we just want these roller coasters, and then we say, oh my gosh, my life is such a drama, my life is this and that chaos. And yes, it is. And yes, it is. Because actually peace and freedom is pretty boring. It's pretty boring. Like, sometimes even relationships, they can seem to be boring because there are no ups and downs, so much like emotional roller coaster, and you're just actually getting along with your partner, you're in peace, there's harmony, and you're like, oh my gosh, this relationship is really boring. But boring is good. Boring is peace. And of course, if you're super bored, just think of some things that can excite you a little bit, you know. You don't have to just live a boring life. Enjoy your life. But understand that in certain things like trading, business, relationship, boredom is where you build your foundation, and then from there on you get the beautiful results. So this is what I have to say about this topic, guys. And if you have some different opinions or something, or you agree with me, just leave it in the comments. I would really, really love to hear what you think about these topics and connect with you guys. Please subscribe to my channel. It's still super, super new, and I want to spread the wisdom. I want to spread awareness to people, and we can only do it when we do it together. So have a great day, morning, evening, and I'll see you on the next episode. Thank you all so much, and see you on the next one.